Let's just be snazzy and put the Sudoku with an umlaut. That doesn't make any fucking sense. I don't even know how you would pronounce that, but let's just move on. Hello, Sudoku. What do you got for me? The first number I can think of is 7, but then 7 doesn't 7. But if 7 was 7, couldn't 7 sevens? Sevenly. So if 7 sevens, 7 and 7 doesn't 7, so it must 7. 7 must, and therefore 7 must, and therefore 7 must. Question mark, yes, must, must. And therefore 7 must, and therefore 7 must. I like to try to do it with Sudoku instead of using no, I should do candidate mode first and then see how fast I can do by Sudoku. Because candidate mode is fuck off. What did I do? Oh, it's a 1. Shut up. Okay, let's just do this, see how fast this bullshit is. Because it's so fucking fast. Look how stupid this is. It's just type the numbers simulator. What the hell is that? It's a 4. Whoops, that's a 6. My brain knows where numbers placements, which definitely keeps your mind thinking of number 2, 1, 9. It would be great to do what the secret of Flash, this game, like speeding through it, is like have your finger on the number and just do all of that number. So if you see a bunch of 6s, you can do a bunch of 6s, just tap, 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 tap. You can tap it, and it would be tapped. But that's not how my brain works, so shut up. Okay, so that's it with regular. Let's do it again with Sudoku. Because fuck you, asshole. God damn it, I forgot where all the 7s are already. So that's me not thinking about it, and that's not braining. And I don't like not braining, it feels stupid. So if 7 doesn't 7 7 sevens, and if 7 doesn't 7 7 7 sevens, it's sevens. We cannot auto candidate at all in this thing. So if 7 sevens, it must 7. And if 7s, well, here's the thing. 7 can't 7, so 7 must 7. And then 7 sevens. So 7 has 7. And then the 8 can't 8, so 8 must 8 because 8 can't. Strike that, reverse the last 2 I said. Anyway, my butt. The 1 is there, and then the 1 is, I don't know, and then the 1 is maybe there, who knows? And then the 1 cannot be, so if there must be a 1 in anywhere, it has to be here, question mark, yes? Yes, and that's the answer. And this is also 1. And then you'd be surprised about how easy the 1s are to find. Wait. Oh, if then also doesn't, but if yes, then doesn't, and also who knows? And the 5s? Maybe I'll do 5s. How are 5s? 5s are slim, but not easy to suss. But this is sussy. So let's suss that. And then me. Suss me off. Me off. 2. How is 2? 2 is 2. Tootie. 2 is 2. Ooh, that's a 2. 9 seems to 9 unless 9 nines. 9 doesn't seem to 9 anywhere else. Unless it 9s. Probably need 9s. Probably doesn't 9. I don't 9. 9? I don't 9. 7, 7, 4. 4 is an interesting candidate where 4 must. Solutions. And then 4 must. Question mark, yes. And then 4 must. Yes. And then 4 is yes. And then 5 is question mark. But if 5, then 5, and also 5, then 5. If 5 fives, then 5 doesn't 5. If 5 fives, then 5 doesn't 5. But it could 5. If 5 5. So 5 5 can't 5. 6 6. Seems obvious. There's not many other places 6 can be except for here. So 6 is extremely unknown except for here, which is obvious. That's a 6. And therefore this must also be the other 6. And therefore this cannot be a 6. Duh. And then question mark 6. So if 6 in this row, then 6 must be also here, question mark, yes. And then if not there, then something question mark, not known, not known, not known, not known, not known, known. So if what are the remaining two numbers? 9. Can 9? Okay. Can other is 3. 3 is in the other box, so it must be, and then this is 9. And then the the remaining numbers are all 9, which is unknown, and 6, which is unknown, and but this is 6 is also, I mean, well, anyway, but I mean, but I mean, but I mean, 6 9 9 to 6 and 2. Well, if 2 twos, 2 doesn't 2. If 2 twos, 2 does. Oh, 2 and 2. Oh, it's a what is that? That seems easy. That's a 5. That's easy 5. Woo. 5 fives if 5 fives. 5 is 5. 2 1. How is 1? 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1. Well, if 1 1 1, obviously 1. And if 1 1 1 1. And if 1 1 1 1. 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1. And if last number is 3, and last number is 9, and last number is, I don't know, 1 2 4 5 6 8, and last 8 is where? Here. Yeah, 8 has 8. And then 2. 2 cannot, so 2 must. Duh. Question mark? Yes. 2 must. Yay. Last number. 3. 3. If 3, then 3. By Sudoků. And last number. 6. Last number 6. Last number 9. Last number 6. Last number 9. Last number shits. Damn it. How? Okay, for this one, it's 6 and it's 2 and 9. And that one already has a 2, so it's not 2 there. And it's not 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. 2's 2. And if 6 and 6 already, then 9. And if 9 already, then 6. And if 6 already, then 9. Okay, so that's Sudoku by Sudoku method. Instead of by AutoCandidate, you can see the vast difference in my brain folds. And I like the idea of solving it first by candidate and see how good I am at Sudoku. Even though I've solved it, you can tell I did not solve anything by using AutoCandidate. However, I will not use AutoCandidate with the harder methods because shut up. So there's that. And we're going back in for another thing. Let's go in. Let's automatically auto-candidate and take the 7. And then we have 6, 1. I don't know. And this is already medium, and I don't want to do not auto-candidate this nonsense because it's too... Okay, if 3, 9 and 3, 9, 3, 9 can't elsewhere. Question mark. Along the line, at least. So that would be an 8, that would be a 4. That's the only way those fit in the line. And therefore 4, by the virtue of 4. Has anyone made that line? Because it seems like a me thing at this point. Okay, so then if 3 doesn't and 3 does. So we don't know, but we were pretty sure that if 3 then 9, 3 then 9, 9, 9 then 3, 3 9, 9, 3. 6, 1, 6, 1, 6, 9, 9, 3. Wait, 2 and 2 and 2, 9. If 2, 9, 9, 2, it's more likely to 2, 5, 5, 2, and then the 9 is left for here and the 3 is for there. So 9 probably isn't there, but we don't know. But we assume that because these are 2 numbers, this cannot also be one of those 2 numbers, so we're going to remove those 9s just because I'm pretty sure about that. And then that leaves 9 for here and there, and we can solve for nothing because shut up. And to do 9, 3, 6, and so on and so forth. Let's look at 4 for a second here. No easy solves. And 5. No. 3. 3 seems to with the, but I don't know. But if 3 in that column, then it doesn't in this column. But if it doesn't, it doesn't. You know what I mean? I explained things so goodly. 5 could everywhere, except for it doesn't, clearly, eventually. But I don't know where. And the 7, 5, 9, 8, 5, 2, 2. Oh, 2 doesn't anywhere except for here in this block. So that's a solve. Yay! We found a 2. Did you expect that? I don't think you did. Shut up. You didn't. You probably didn't. The 5. Is it 5, 8? 5, 8? 5, 8. But if 5, 8 doesn't, 5 and 8, and also 5, 8, and 6, 1. 6, 1, 1, 6, 5, 8. All of them. All random. There's a different for every one of them. Okay, cool. 2, 5, 1, 3 in this block. 9, 6, 8. No. Vertical, horizontal. 9, 6, 8, 5, 2. 2 bij de kuip, de floppen wap. En de hele foot. Ik kan wel eens doen. Don't translate what I'm saying, shut up. Shut up. If 6, 7, 6, or 6, 9, shut up. 7, 9, then also 9, and 6, 9, then it can't also, so this must be 5, and that must be 3, because these numbers are like a trinary. They can't do anything else. So if they are all taken, question mark, nothing is remaining for these, so it must be 5. and this must be 3. That's just like, that's an algorithm I have learned. And then similarly, if 7, 6, 9 must be in this block, then 7, 6, 9 aren't here, for example, because they are below. So that removes a lot of candidates, which remaining 4. Hurrah! We got a 4 out of this Aussie. And then we 4. The virtue of 4. And 4 is solved because 4. So yay, we have solved 4. So we have a 1, 7, 7, 9, and everything else. That's fine. The 1, 8, and everything seems good so far. I like how it feels in my brain. But also 6, so 6, 9, 6, 9, that's good. If 6 and if must 9, it can't not 9 unless it 1, 7, then it could 9 and 7 and 6, 5. But if 6 definite, so 7 alternate and 9 free 5, well, 3 and 5 is definite. 7 and 9 unclear, alternate. 6, 5, 3, 1. In this, only 1, so that's solved. Which leaves no easy answers, but that's fine. We don't need easy. Can take what we get. What do we have for 1s? A lot? Okay, cool. Good for that. Wait a second. If 3939 39, I guess that works. It does work. It's like this weird triple quad where they alternate, and then it's like it would be 3, 9, and then 9, which would block those 9s, which would mean this has to be 9. What did I just say? 3, 9, then that would be 6. 3, 9, 6, 3, 9. That seems to work so far, but I'm not gonna pick a state until I'm sure. The terms of picking states. If 8 doesn't 8, 8 has to 8, so 8 must be in that column. That's something. Well, obviously, it must be in that column. So 8 could also in this column, meaning if 8 must be in this column for this block, it cannot be here. So therefore, 8 must 8. That's solved. Yay! That's very clean. I like that. And that makes a 1. That makes an 8. That makes a 7. Cascade! Woohoo! We love cascades. They are fun in the dishwasher. Shut up. If 2, 5, 3, oh god, then 6, 5, 3, 2, and 1, 3, 5, 3, 5 binary, leaving 5, 3, 6, leaving 5, 3, 1, 6 in here. So if 5, 3, 5, 3, that 7 must. That's just an obvious. 7s are obvious, apparently. What the fuck? That's so easy. They can only 7. And that's a 9. Which makes this a 1. Which makes this a 6. 7. 6. Cascade. 3. 3. 2. Cascade. Residence cascade. Okay, that's an interesting trinary right there. That's funny. The 2 2s to 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 6 5 6, 9, 6, 2, 6, 92, 1. It says 7. If 7 doesn't, 7 does. If 7 doesn't, 7 does. If 7, for example, if 7 is taken from this, do we have enough to tile the thing? The plane. Tile the plane. If 3, 9 must vertical, hold on. If 3, 9 must vertical, 3, 9 cannot. So that solves for that. And also 9 cannot. And 3 cannot. Which leaves 5. Right? Because there's nowhere else in the vertical that it can go in that block, so therefore 5. So that solves for that, and that's happy. Woo! Which makes a 2, which makes a 5, which makes another cascade. Makes a 3, a 2, another 2, 1, 5, 3. I love cascades. They're so fun. You get one thing and they fall like, you know what? We just played that. Shut the fuck up. I don't want to talk about it. It's so painful right now. The memories are scarring. You would need to look at the other videos, which just happened, but if it's in the playlist, which doesn't exist yet, but it might in the future. Oh my god, are we done? We're done. Oh, cool. And I didn't do it wrong. That's the other thing. And I also don't think I pick a path. I think I just did it. Hooray, we're not doing that. No, we're not. We are not. I don't care. Shut up. We're not doing it without. Okay, easy I can do without. I'm not doing. I refuse. Shut up. Also this, same difference. We're not without. Okay, so because I just refuse. If 5-1, 5-1, 5-8-1, 8-1, if 8-1, we don't know. But okay. How does numbers look? Numbers don't look. Don't let your children watch it. Well, if 3, then 3. So that's obvious. Unless it doesn't 3 and it 3's, then it 3's more likely. Question mark? If 1-5 and 1-5-8, then 1-5-8 and there are no more 5's. 7? No, 8. No. 2, 4, 1, 2, 4, 3, 1, 1, 3, 2, 4, 8, 5. 5 in the column, multiple. Okay. We got a lot of nothing from the beginning, so that's fucking awesome. Sorry about the fucking. Oops, I said fuck again. 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 That's a throwback to an old video that you will never watch because fuck if it exists. I don't even know. Wait, if 1-4 and 1-4, chances are one can only 4 and 1. So we don't know about the rest, but this is a 6 and that's a 4-6. So if it's 1, we can 1 and 4-6. Can we 3? Can we other thing? 6 and 6. And 7 and 7 and 8 and 7 and 5 and 8 and 5 and 8, 9, 8, 8 in the square, 8. There you go. We have an 8. Hurrah. Does it give us any extras? No, but it's a number. We have found a single number, guys. It's been 2 minutes. Shut up. Then 9. Oh, 9 is easy in the block. It can't anywhere else. In the column and the block. That's solved. Woo! That's an easy solve. And then also, it's neat. I like it. Don't let your parents watch it. Wait. If 7 in row, if 7 in row, if 7 in row, if 7 in row, if 7 in row. If 7, 8, 9, 6. 6 in row. Yes. Okay, cool. If 6, we don't know. Okay, so that's interesting. We're working on it, at least doing something. 7 in anywhere. 5, 1, 5, 1, 5, 1, 5, 1, 5, 1, 2, 9. Easy. Okay, cool. Lovely. Great. That's helping. Slight. Very slight. And very slight. 5. But also 5. But also 2. But also 2. But not 2. Only 2. Just 2. Just 2. Just Monica. 5, 1. If 5, 1, 5, 1. And if 5, 1, 5, 1. But if 5 and an 8. 8 doesn't. But 5 do. But what the 5 do? The 2 could also 2 if 2 twos, 2 also 2s. But if the 2 also do 2 it's a 2. Oh, but 2 in the block, so 2 must. Therefore 2 does and 2 doesn't. Question mark? Yes. 2 doesn't. Aha. Yes, because of elimination. If 2 can't, then 2 must. So 2 doesn't. Because must. Ah, I like this. This is good. This is something. And then if 2 must, we don't know anything. We don't know a damn thing. If 2 and 9 and 6, 5. 6, 5, 7, 5. 7, 8, 9, 5. 7, 5. 3. 3, 5 in the row, in the column, in the row. So 5, the 5, the 5, the 5. 5 and the 8 and 9, and the 9 and 9 and 9 and 9. 9 and 9 and 9 and 9 and 9 and 9 and 9. The 9. Yes. Okay, cool. That's something. 2 must and 2 1, but we don't know. M3 4, M3 4. 3 4 and 7. 3 4, 3 4 8. 3 4 8 7 5 9. Question mark? More likely 7. It's most likely 7 and 3 4 and 3 4, or 1 5 7. How best do? And 2 1. 2 in the row, in the column. In the column, also 2. Row. Sorry, I said row. Ensign? 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 Ensign row. If 8 and 5 to 5, 8, 5, 5 things. 5 things, 5 things, 5 things, 5 things. 6s. 6s must. 6 must. If 6 must, this doesn't matter. 32 to 5, 4, 1. But if 1 and 4 and 2 and 6, then 6, 2, 1, 4. Oh no, just play this out for a second here. If 2, then 4, 6, 1, 7. 2, 4, 6, 1, 7. That works. Okay, so there's maybe 2 states for that. That's fine. 8, 8, 5, 5, 3, 3, 2, 4, 4, 2, 4, 5. Unknown. 5 in the row. That was easy. Alright, cool. Surrounded. 5, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1. 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1. Do unto others as you would want to do unto. Do bum bum jum jum jum. One two one two two one 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 two one. If 9, can 9 elsewhere? Well, that doesn't matter. Okay, so that's 9 and 9 and 9 and 9 9 7 3. No, it's not a solve I can solve, but 2 must in this box. So no other 2's in the box. Proven. 2's in the box. No other 2's in the box. Proven. Everything looks alright, it's just I can't find another number to save my va. My va. Yee. My vahoo. If 7 7, but if 7 doesn't 7 7 sevens. And if 7 sevens, it doesn't 7, but it could 7. It actually, you know what? Screw you. It must 7. This cannot 7, I don't think. We don't have enough numbers to tile a plane if this doesn't 7 somewhere in this bunch. So we have to not 7 there, I think, which means we must 7 here, question mark. But that doesn't help us enough to know what that is about. But we do know it pretty much must, because I went through this already. If I do, let's say 4 or 2 6 4 1 7, then we don't have enough space for other 1s or other 7s in the box unless 1. Like, it's about the 2 different states, but the 7s are not 2 different states. They must be in that because they can't, like, there's no other numbers that would fit in that row, so we can't put them elsewhere in the box. So that solves for that at least, which is nice. I like eliminating numbers. It's very good. And then in the column 8 or 8 1, and if 8 1 5 alternate, then the only 1 5 1 5 is a row. We just don't know which one. And then it's 1 5 1 5 1 5 binary 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 binary. It doesn't help. Binaries doesn't help. Binaries doesn't help. Binaries doesn't help. A lot of not helping. But 5 in row column, also binary. Shit. 4, also binary. 7, binary. Shit. 6. Well, if 6, then 6 doesn't. 6 could. Can't. Okay, how many to tile the plane? We got 5, 1, 7, 6, 4. So that works. 5, 1, 7, 6, 4 must be in that row. Meaning unclear about everything. It doesn't say any other information. So that doesn't help. I need to sit up. Oh god. Ow. Are there any Sudoku 4s? If 4, then 4. If 4, then 4. Then 4 to 4 to 4 to 4. Nope. Any Sudoku 5s? No. 3. 3, yeah. But then, I don't know. Not enough to go on. Very little to go on, actually. And then 7. 7 doesn't a lot. 1 is so, like, unknown. 8 should not be as found as it is. Did we really only find, like, 3 numbers? 5 numbers? I can count 6, 7 numbers. Okay, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3. If 3 threes, 7, 8. God damn it. Where is the next number? I can't find it easily. There has to be like some proof by contradiction nonsense going on that I can work with. Like 6 if 6 sixes, can 6 elsewhere, and it can. So it's like binary. But then I don't know. And so obviously. But if 6 doesn't here, for example, or here, then it could here or here. And 6 could anywhere in this block. This doesn't help. 6, 6, 6. It's all in this thing solved in the middle. So that's something. So we have 6. So not 6. Wait a second. 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8. Not enough to go on. God damn it. It's so freaking much. And it's hard mode where I feel like I need to pick a path. And I hate doing that. 2 in the box. 1 in the box. 6. 4, 5, 1, 7, 8. Wait, if 4, 5, 8, 1 and 1 is in the row, it can't 1, but I mean, let's just be clear, it could be elsewhere in the row, so it's unclear if it's there in the row, you know what I mean? So that's annoying. And here, so if we 6, 9, and 1, 2, 3, 7, the 7s, 4 the 4 ounce 4 or 4 ounce 4. You would think this is the most empty square, but at the same time it's influenced by a lot of things. For example, this column, there's like a very lack of 5, like there's like every number is here except for 3 column 3 6 6 equals 6 6 into 1 5. I have another shot of my coffee here. I feel like I need to go back to sleep. Consider, if 5 in column must, then also, what are there any other numbers that must? And the answer is I don't know. If 1 must, and 1 could, but then 1 alternate, and if 4, then I don't know. Or is it me that smells? It could have been me. It was me! Let's do a tile of the plane. 2, 1, 3. No answers. Damn it. Wait. If 2, 1, 8, and then 1, 5 remains. That kind of feels like it works. And then if 1, 5, 5 doesn't and 1 doesn't elsewhere also in the row. I went too far with my belt. It's disconnected on the wrong things. In the box, 2 in the row, 4 and 1. 1 looks like the thing, well, 1 and 4. 4 also could lower, and 5. Oh! 5 in the row! That's a solve! Yay! We found something. Hurrah! That should have been more obvious. But it was, this row can't have any other 5, so therefore it must 5. Yeah, that's a number after so many 10 minutes of searching just for that. If 4 and 3, 6, 9. 1, 2, 1, 2. If 1, 2, 3, 6. Oh, God. Well, if 4, 2, 4, 2, and 1, and 8 and 4, if 8, then, well, obviously 8, because 8 doesn't also column. And then we're at an alternate, and that's fine. Does that solve for anything else? No, but it helps. It's another number. Yay, we did it. And then if 6, column 6 can, and if 7, 5, 4, 4 can, 4 can, 2 and 2 free, 2 also, 3 also, and 4 also, but 2 must. But 2 could, and 8 could, and 3, and 4, and 6, but 6 also. And 1, 2, 3, 6, 1, 2, 3, 5, 5, 5. But if 5 doesn't, 5 does, and 5, and 5, and 4, 7. Oh, God, I don't like pick a path. 3 in column. Irrelevant, already knew. Okay, cool. That's fantastic. Not really. 7, 8, 2, 8, 7, 9, 7, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 6, alternate. 4, 3, everywhere. Literally everywhere in that box is a 3. Except for 4 and 1 and 2. Which, if 4, 1, 2, then the only way 4 doesn't is if 4 does. And also opposite way. With 6. And if 4 doesn't, 1 does, 2, 9, 6. And if 4, well, 4, okay, here's a thing. In column, 4 must, so 4 cannot. 4 box in column, 4 must. You know? Like the column and that box is the only way as a 4 is a 4. So that solves for that. That is very good, actually. It's one number eliminated. One less falsehood revealed. Or something. So that means 4, something, 6, 7, 7, 4, 1. And if in column 3, it could 3 elsewhere. But if column and box 1, 1, 3, 4, 6 leaves 2, 8. That makes sense. So also in box only 8 can. So, fuck you. 8 is solved. Yay. More. That is. It's solved more. There is more of the 8 solved. Yay. If 3, 4, 2, 3. If 3 in row must, then 2 cannot. So that's a 4. Hurrah! We have solved for that. And if 3, 2, 3, 2, and 4, 5, 5, 5, 3, 2, 3, 7. If 3, 5, if 3, 5, 7 doesn't, so 3, 7, 5, 2, 3, 2, 5, 7. Alternate. So if 3, 7, 5, and 2, 3, 7, 5, and 2. Oh, that's a 1. Suck me up, suck me up, suck me up, suck me up, suck me up. Meow, 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 meow. Cascade in hard. 2, which means 8. Oh, big cascade. Cascade fun me likey. 2 in row is must, and 6 in row. One seven equals 1 not. 1 cannot if 1 7. So if 7 and 3, 1, 4, 5, 8 must. Anyway, so 3, 4, 5, 1, 5, 1, 5, 4, 5, 4, 5, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 5, 7, 3, 7, if 7, well, hold on, 7 and 7, 5, 5 and 4, 5, 4, 5, 4, 3, 4, 4. We made so much progress so quickly. It's fun to do that. 4, 5, 3, 7. 3 in row. Okay, that was solved. 1. Cascade. 2, 3, 5, 7, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 7, 4. Big cascade, holy crap. 1, 4, 2, 1, 6, 4. Is it solved? Ah! That's the thing about these. They're so interconnected. There's no way to not cascade your way to the end once you have it. You like kind of just, it's kind of impossible to get wrong now. Prematurely. And that's a hard in under 30 minutes. If you like that, also I solved it. I didn't use, did I use a path? Oh, don't, listen, tell me in the comments if I used a path. I can't go back to this. I'm just saying, tell me. Bitch me on the comments and tell me if I used a path. Pick a path. I don't think I did. I was like, oh, 8 in column, must. Also, we didn't get soft locked once. Victory for me. Haha. I like it. It's cool. This is good. Excellent. I wish I had a different microphone so it doesn't sound like ass, but I'm sorry. And also, yay. So that's the entire Sudoku set done in a matter of under 50 minutes. With the easy I have to do multiple times because There is totally a different with auto candidate. It just solves itself. It is stupid. Versus 8 minutes to solve with Sudoku method only, and proper elimination and whatever. But like, I cannot. I don't think I can. I could try with medium. I won't try with hard, but I mean, I could try with medium no candidate. Tell me in the comments if you want me to no candidate medium. I will not do no candidate hard. I don't think, because that will be exceptionally harder, and I don't want to use. I just don't care. I don't care at that point. But easy, I'm like, yeah, I can stretch my brain a little bit. That's like a good way to like tease my brain. Because like literally easy candidate is like stupid easy. So I have to stretch my brain there. But like medium no candidate, I mean we could try it. So no candidate must Sudoku. Never press this button. Shut the fuck up. I didn't look. I didn't peek. I'm peeking. My microphone. Peeking. Um, if one. I don't also remember. My goldfish brain doesn't remember this shit, so I don't know anything except for 4. That's a definite 4 because also by Sudoku. So if 4 doesn't 4 to 4 to 4 fours by the virtue of 4. 4 fours. If 4 can 4 would 4. 4 free? If 3 and 3, then 3 and 3 free. Could 3. 6. Unclear. But if 6 and 6 equals 6, that's good. But then if 6 and 6, then 6 to 6, unless 6 is 6ly. 6 in the up, or the down, in the middle. And the 7 unknown. And the 5, maybe? Like I can challenge mode to not, oh, that's an 8. Just randomly, hello, number, pops out of my, because rows and stuff. And the 1, if 1, then 1, or 1. But then if 1 doesn't, 1 does. And 1 could, but 1 wouldn't. Also 1 does. And 1 maybe? I don't actually remember. If 3, it would be great if I did remember. Question mark. 3 also, and if 3 can't, 3 could, or 3 could. 3. We don't know. 2. 2, 2? 2. 2, 2. Ah. Unclear. 9. The least known. 7. Not clear. 7 maybe? 7. 6. Don't know. Damn it. And the problem is I don't know if I care. Listen, if I actually care, I'll 4. 4 or 4. We don't know. If 4 and 4 fours. Or, well, no, 4 and 4. Oh boy. Like, the problem is it becomes, like, so hard to, like, suss out anything. 5 must. 4, 2? 2 must. 5, 2. Ah. And if 5, 2, then 2 obviously doesn't. So that's cool. So we got, if 5, 2, then 9, and the last number, 9 and something. 5, 2. Can I here's the thing. Can I sus, not auto-candidate, but sus? Because I already know 5, 2. So that's me saying I know 5, 2 must. That's me figuring that out. I like this method sometimes because it helps me remember, but it doesn't like give me, it feels different than auto candidate. Also, if 3, 3, 3, 3, so we could 3 and 3, I suppose. But then why don't I just, if I, no, I don't think I can candidate it at all. Oh shit. Can I candidate at all? Like, if I candidate, like if I figure out the candidates, then it's the same as if I auto candidate, which I said I wouldn't do to solve this. 2. Definitely not. It would be 2. And if 2, oh, 2. Frick off. It's a 2. That's an easy solve too. And then if 2 in the thing, then 2 doesn't, and 5 would. And forehead. If 5 and 2 doesn't anywhere, then 5 must. Yeah, I think if I candidate, it's just gonna be the same as if I auto candidate, because I could fill in all these numbers that I can see, and as long as I don't like miscandidate stuff, like if 6, then 6. The only way 6 can column is if it's here or here. So it's like I know those numbers, I should personalize candidate that. And is that the same as auto candidate? I don't know. I don't know, but it's also the thing that I would have to do with my brain anyway. So it's like, what is the solution to not? It's an 8. Or that's an 8. We don't know. Ugh. 6, if 6 does, 6 doesn't, 6 does, 6 does, or 6 does. Frick. I don't even know if I care. That's the thing. I don't know if I care. Like, I could be allow myself to challenge mode, medium, no candidate, or personal candidate. Like, personal candidate helps, but auto candidate is just like, look at all this information. There's so much information. I would solve that myself and put all those numbers in automatically by just doing it myself. And then what? It would just be the same as auto candidate. So it's like, part of me is like, can I even do that? The other thing about this is like, if you simply make a mistake like this, you get told. So that's another thing where it's like, well, you can't put it there, but you would put it here and the 2 there. So it's like, I know where those go. I do know it. I know this one. And if 2 and 2, also if 2, 5, and if 5, okay, hear me out. If 5 here, then 5 doesn't this entire square, so 5 cannot here. So 5 must here, right? So it could 7. 5 must here. So I would know where that 5 goes, approximately. I know it does not go here. This is not a 5. So if I auto candidate and I say it does not 5, then you know? And I feel like I would just solve it the same way I solved medium before. It doesn't feel like I'm using my brain the same way. Like right now, it's different, but the question is, do I care? 7 and 7, 7, 7, 7, 7. Oh, well, I mean, row 7 means it must 7 and 7. 7? 7? Okay, so we've been at this for an extra bit of time, as you can tell from the timer that is clearly still going. So I'm going to say that I'm going to not do medium no candidate because I don't care. Question mark. Yeah, listen, there's only so much brain free. Oh, well, okay, we're just gonna shove numbers out of our ass, I guess. That's good, I guess. Cool. Good, good for you. You just randomly three, I guess. Well, it's correct, but also, yeah, that just happened, I guess. Oh, and if four, then four probably, unless four, we don't, but four, okay. Damn it. Three? If three, right, it could three, unless it three. Wait, is there a way to suss this? Because if three, then three, three, then three, and I guess that allows you to three, or three, and it's three, um, recently saw an episode where Jordy was like so freaked out by the fact that she found his program and it had her likeness, and she was all like, you you did not. And if okay, here's the thing. Three. Hear me out. I am so I'm so not into this. I can't feel it. I know it's 5-2. So part of me wants a candidate 5-2, 5-2, which would mean the remaining numbers must be elsewhere, meaning 3 and not 3. Threes and whatever the remaining number is, 9. Right, auto candidate would tell you something else, but this is my information of what I know must go there. Because you could maybe say other numbers can, but I'm using it by process of eliminations, which I feel like is a different process, which in this case, I guess it does propagate other numbers. For example, not 5. It cannot 5. So what other numbers do we have? 1. It could 1. It must not 1. So there's that. So if not 1, if not if not 1 and not 5, what are they other numbers? It's 6 and 9, or it's 9 and 7, and it could 7 and 1. Well, wait, if not 5, right? Because if 5, then 5 doesn't the rest of the block, so it can't 5. So if not 5, then 5. That's a known. Okay. That's cool, I guess. God dang it. Like, does that make sense? Um, okay, here's the thing. Look what this does. It does so much more, but I was like, no, you cannot 5 because 5. And also the candidates stay there that are mine. That's interesting. Um, and also, like, whatever, is a lot less numbers and things. I like butt sex. Okay, so yeah, I like that a little bit different. It's a different way of using my head, and I feel appreciative of the head giving. It's giving. It's giving cheeseburger. Oh, God. Please let it be giving cheeseburger. Okay, if 3, then 3 doesn't. For example, I can't say not, you know? Like, I can't anti-candidate 3. So I say if 3 doesn't, then 3 does elsewhere. And if 3 and 5 2, 1, and like all of this, and I would say this candidate not 3, right? That's a thing, but it doesn't show up here. And then if I auto candidate, okay, so I have both informations, so I can say no. Ah, that's that's interesting. It's freaking weird. 555 777. There are only so many 7s you can have in this block, and this is not one of them. So all I know is the 3 doesn't go there, but it also gives me a lot of information that I don't like having because I feel like it's not me using my brain to get those numbers. You know what I mean? Which is 8. Just randomly there's an 8. Or it's an 8, which means 8 and 8. Right? Or 8. 7, 7, 7. If 7, 7, 9, 9. If 9, then 9, 9, then 9, then 9. 9? I'm not making that joke. If 9 doesn't, then 9 must. For example. Which means 9 doesn't. So, auto candidate remove the 9s. I guess. Which I still don't like that. I still don't like. Nah, fuck it. You know what? I'm tainted. I don't care to do a medium no candidate. It's just not working to do it, and I'm tired also. But also, I'm like, if you want to challenge me to medium no candidate, say it in the comments. If I get like 2 comments that says no candidate, I'll do no candidate medium. But you have to say no candidate medium in the comment, and then it'll happen. It has to happen twice. 2 people. That's all it takes. So, like, you can't just say it and it'll happen. Someone else has to agree. We'll be looking at the comments, trust me.